here is a spreadsheet. I think I briefed over this previously, but I think I've come to the point where it's actually workable, that you can use it for the most part to do what you need to do with it. I could definitely use a lot more improvements, but it's at a point where it does the main thing that I need it to do. Uh, I'm playing around with 18650 cells. Right now, in the middle of reclaiming a lot of them with like salvage from battery packs of medical devices and power tools and cell phone chargers and whatnot. Um, so it's much cheaper. I'm paying probably about a tenth of the cost of the brand new ones, but it takes a lot of time and effort to actually go through and find the batteries that I need. But it's all a learning experience. This thing will actually take all the parameters you have about your batteries and what you need in order to build a battery. So if I have a lot of stuff here about the cells that I'm using. The cell capacity, the cell discharge rate, the cell charging rate, the chemistry. Um, why does it say nothing? That should be volts, volts, volts. um, the various voltages for charging, the nominal voltage, um, sizes, weights, how much the cell costs. I'm just going to throw in USD there for the moment. Um, all this comes together to help you figure out, okay, I need a 10 parallel pack, 10P, 18S, 16P pack. And that first 10P kind of had me, I'm not sure how you actually should specify this, but I'm building this from a point of having multiple modules that are smaller packs of these cells. So the module itself is like an 18S 16P. You can see that at the bottom 18S, or at the back saying 18S 16P. It's just that I need 10 modules to meet the parameters that I have set over here, mainly for the amps. And so it adds that 10P in the front for the pack configuration as a whole. Based off of all the calculations it figured out to meet my demands, it also says, hey, this is the final capacity of the pack. This is how much power you can get out of it. This is how much you can discharge in amps, what that translates to in watts, charging amps, watts, and then the different voltages, so you can figure out what kind of what do you call it, the charge controller you'll have to go and get to meet the voltage that this pack will actually have. Even though you said 64 volts, you're going to need a different voltage to bring it up to the charging. Yeah, I can even set it up to, like, maybe I do want it to be 70 volts. I don't know. Now I need a 79.8 volt charger. Although the nominal voltage is a little bit higher than that. But you can keep playing around with these numbers until you get the results you actually want to see over here, if that helps. I sure do that myself quite often. It'll actually tell you the full weight. When we talk about large battery packs for cars, there is a lot of weight involved. The issue right now is the weight is only considering the cells themselves. It's not thinking about like any of the nickel strips, any of the packaging around the cells, or the module containers and the switches or bus bars or BMS systems. There's a lot more to the weight, so I'll tell you that. But this is like a good starter to get a ballpark figure. What else do we have? Because this is for my car, I also threw in a lot of stuff for electric vehicles. So I've got the estimated range here because I have the watts per mile that I get with my car, and it uses that compared to the power that the car stores. It just gets you a estimated range that the car can travel. Cost per mile. because I have my residential costs in here for how much I pay for energy. It'll actually use that along with the watts per mile to get you that value, and then it'll figure out, okay, a full charge is from a dead battery is going to cost you $2.26. There's a few other things here with EVSEs for figuring out different level chargers, and if your battery was dead, I don't know how you're going to get your car to the charger. There's the kind of times and speeds you can consider. Of course, the deader your battery is, the quicker it's going to charge, but once it gets to the past 80%, it's going to get really slow to charge. So, if I bring a dead car with this pack to the charging station, although my car can't go more than 30 miles an hour, I can definitely charge it at 54 miles an hour. Yeah, and then the time here is really based on the over here. So I saw there some batteries will say a cell charging time, and one said 240 minutes. So I just threw that in there as like kind of a ballpark example, and so I threw in the time it would take based on that, and the power, how many cells you have in the car, the parallel, all kinds of good stuff. This is still just ballpark figures. I don't know this stuff by heart. I don't have any training. This is stuff I'm just looking up on YouTube and internet articles, and this is what I'm feeling out to figure out how do you do this? How does this work? Okay, I've got something. And if it helps you out figuring it out, make a copy of the spreadsheet and fudge around with the numbers yourself. Down here, the last value here is the max. This is based on the maximum charging watts that the batteries can take. So if I say my cell can charge at 20 amps, you're going to see that last one just spiked up really high compared to everything else. So I can charge this car with 239 kilowatts, and I'll be traveling at 1,000 miles, 1,088, time traveling back to the future. But it's still going to take 4 hours to charge. That's quite interesting. Oh, because I say my cell charging time is 240 minutes. That's why. All right, so let's just put that back down. Now I'm working with salvage batteries, so I try and keep these values low. If I buy new batteries, I'd probably use those values instead. You also have a cost per cell. That's actually not in here yet. It is in the modules. I need to go over there. So really I should just say cost, and then I can say equals, we have our cells times cost per cell USD. There we go. And I'll just move everything else down for you guys. So yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. If it helps, let me know, because I like to feel like I'm helping people out and just giving back. But if it doesn't, I don't know. I'm sorry. But I tried to warn you. Look at this. I put these messages here right there for you. So I'm like, I have no formal training. So, use at your own risk. Good luck. You're gonna need it. And let's see, where can I add? Get link. Change to anyone with the link. Copy. Change to anyone with the link. Copy link. There we go. There we go. So grab that link and make a copy of it.